Breezy B.
All right, and we are here with help.
Help.
He said that really country.
Help us.
Help. Howdy. Howdy, we're here. And we are talking about our drunk experiences and as well as being sober. And this is round 2.
Round 2, Stevie's story.
Yeah, round 2 of the round 1. I'm really freaking nervous actually about sharing this.
Don't be nervous.
Yeah.
Because...
You know, I'm here with you, cutie.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm here with you, cutie, and I'll share anything with you, cutie. So last episode we were kind of talking about like that kind of expectation to get drunk all the time when you're younger, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know, and the kind of the peer pressure and the expectation, and as well.
Thought of it being like an answer to certain things.
Yeah, the answer to just like kind of forget your problems, to kind of solve your issues, but how.
It might not do that, folks.
It might cause more problems, as we are going to explain here. As I'm really nervous to share with you, but that's okay. I'm gonna share you a couple stories.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know
I'm stoked.
about why I don't drink rum, and why I'm a tequila girl, and why forever in my life I probably won't drink again. But
really.
No.
Okay.
No. Solid no.
And just strong no on that
strong,
one.
solid no.
But you'll tell us why that is and where you're at with your relationship with drinking.
Yeah, and what moderation means, the definition of that. So, as Brooke knows, she's seen me drunk a couple times, and I am so grateful that she has accepted me, because there's a few times where I woke up in the morning and I'm like, I don't think she's going to be friends with me after this point. There's no point of return, but...
Vice versa, girl. I was in another bed like, what the fuck, Stevie's going to hate me.
Yeah, like, where'd she go, you know? Where'd she go? How'd she get home? Horrible nights. But I think like when you're in your younger 20s, it's kind of like a set expectations of like, you know, and also it's pretty normal, but like I don't think you think of the repercussions of like just embarrassing stuff. So here's a few right here. I know in the last episode we talked about tampon flailing.
Yes, here it is. Drum roll. I can't do drum roll. Oh, you nailed it.
Yeah, so we're gonna do a drum roll because I think that's a verb you need in your life.
Damn straight. Tampon flailing or drum roll?
Tampon flailing.
Okay.
But like I think females will understand the issue of like the time of the month and you're going out and drinking. So
it's a real thing.
Yeah.
You gotta prepare
and be aware.
Yeah.
Prepare and be aware. Anyways, I was that with my sister, and I think like as many sisters do, also with your friends, you get a couple drinks in, you're feeling real cheeky. And Lord Jesus save our souls, because we are feeling on another level. You were feeling sexy, you were feeling fine, and you ain't got no time but this music, and it is just like bumping. You feel it? So what better way to just express yourself than on like a speaker?
I cannot think of a better one.
I'm offended they didn't have a stage at this bar, but I was like, you know, I'm going to make this my speaker. And it was that time of the month, y'all.
Speaker is my stage.
I'm offended that I was dancing on that thing. Look, I didn't even stop. I was sweaty. Tampon flailing. I'm offended.
Real quick, what level are we talking here?
Look, I'm talking 2 tequila shots deep. You don't even have to be that crazy. You know what I mean? Like
only 2?
Well, my 2 is like a 4.
Okay.
Yeah. So when I say 2, I really mean 4 tequila shots.
Yeah.
It means I'm like pretty toasty.
Yeah.
But you know what? The crazy thing is, it's just like having to admit that self the next day when you look at photos and like you're a-hole. Like you think your friends are friends until they zoom in.
Your sisters are sisters.
Yeah, you think they're cool. But it's in your yearbook of like memories. And
they posted it on Facebook and tagged you.
Yeah, tagged you. But they didn't even like tag me on my face. They tagged me on tampon, and so it's like Stevie right there.
But are we talking like string? Or are we talking like part of it?
We're talking string flailing, and you're wearing your like cut off like.
Oh, it's coming out the
shorts? Cut off shorts. Yeah, of course it's coming out the shorts. It's got to come out somewhere.
It's got to come out somewhere. Folks.
That ain't toilet paper, girl. And this is why you don't drink. Anyways, I'm I don't know.
I think that's happened to... It's happened
But
to
I think
all of
that's
us.
happened to a lot. Yeah, but, like, I think, like, when you're absolutely drunk, you don't even, like, consider half of the things that you're doing.
Do you want to hear a real quick story that...
I would love to.
It's not about me, but it may make you feel better about yourself.
Yeah.
So, one of the restaurants that I used to work for did a Sunday brunch, and it was on West 6th Street in Austin in the time when West 6th Street was like Sunday Fun Day Central.
Yeah.
This girl, they had a DJ, and it was like, I forget his name, but he was like super cutie, like little blonde DJ, and he had a following of women who were in love with him, basically. So they're all, it's like 1 p.m. on a Sunday. I'm there with coworkers, and they are all dancing, drunk, like super drunk, in the like entry, like, I don't know, they just kind of like set him up in the bar area, but it was like right when you walked in, so it was kind of an awkward setup. It's light out. This girl's dancing. She's not wearing underwear or something.
Oh, Lord
She's wearing
Jesus.
a dress. She dances
Help her.
her tampon out.
Oh, I wouldn't even acknowledge it. She better not have made eye contact.
She saw it. She kicked it under the DJ stand.
She should kick it under the DJ stand, and I admire her for that.
So, I think you're doing all right, Steve.
Yeah. No, honestly, if it would have fell out into the crowd, I would have been like, whose is that? Not mine.
Who was that?
Yeah.
What if it did, and then some guy held it up and was like, will you sign this?
I would be like, I don't even know what I would say. It'd be like,
yes.
the guy's drunk, guys. Look at this. I would dismiss all attention off of me. I'd be like, that guy's drunk, y'all. In all reality, I'd be the one drunk. I'd be like, that guy's drunk. He's real drunk. He's so toasty. But yeah, freaking things that you do while you're drunk and that you don't want to admit. How about like, and
It's weird.
yeah, no, it gets totally weird. I was telling y'all guys about like even things that you think are cute and just having to come to terms with it. I think every girl can put some music on and feel really cheeky and you think you're cute.
Super
and then,
confident.
Yeah, you're super confident, and then having to realize the repercussions of like, you know, 50 Shades of Grey. You think you watch top 10 things you don't watch 50 Shades of Grey before you go out. You think you're like a sex goddess. Nobody's ready for it.
I've never seen it.
Yeah.
But I can only imagine.
So I watched Dirty Dancing, and then I watched 50 Shades of Grey. Okay, so I saw a bar, and I was like, that's where I'm going to go. That's me.
That's the place.
That's me, baby. And I don't need anybody to tell me that ain't my place to go. So I watched Dirty Dancing, and everybody knows that in Dirty Dancing, the girl runs up to the guy, and he like catches her.
Yeah. Cole might not know that. But...
Cole, you ready for it?
I haven't seen Dirty Dancing.
Okay. Acceptance, pure acceptance. I see that.
No judgment.
Well, if you see a girl and she's like, Dirty Dancing, babe, and she's trying to be cheeky with you and trying to be flirty, I literally, y'all, there was people on this bar drinking. I had no idea why I thought this was a good idea.
Uh-oh.
Y'all guys, please explain to me. Okay, so like on one side there's a party. They're all going crazy. On the left side is people making drinks, being pissed off at my bitch ass, standing on the bar, okay?
Okay.
Which, I mean, I get it. Like, I had to kick myself out. But I'm like, Dirty Dancing. I watched 50 Shades of Grey. I'm feeling on another level of this, like, I am woman.
Yeah.
And hear me roar.
Hear me roar.
And I told one of the guys, I was like flirting with him, you know, and I'm like, stand on the end of the bar and catch me like Dirty Dancing. And he's like, yeah, I will. And I was like, okay. And so all these people are drinking their drinks, y'all.
He's on one side of the bar and you're on the other?
Yeah. We're on opposite ends.
God.
I'm going to go on the other side. The goal is to walk on the other side and kind of like throw my arms up, flail in the wind, and he's supposed to catch me. Like romantic, right?
Yeah.
But this is what tequila tells you.
Was this the first time you'd met him?
Yeah, but
Okay,
I was
cool.
not ashamed. So, I started on one end, and anyways, you know, like, anyways, I didn't make it, okay? I didn't make it there, and I think I offended so many people. They didn't kick me out, and I honestly think they felt sorry for me because I fell on some people taking shots.
Wait, they didn't kick you out?
They didn't kick me out.
Where was this? What town
It was
this?
on Rainy Street. It was at Is it
What?
called? No, they didn't kick me out, y'all. I'm telling you, they didn't kick me out because I think they felt sorry for me. This girl's really trying here, y'all. I think they felt sorry for me. I had to live with that. Anyways.
But it could have been other reasons.
Maybe they weren't paying attention. I'm
Maybe
pretty
they
sure they
weren't
were
paying
paying attention. I got like 2 steps deep. 2 steps deep. It wasn't even like...
Did you fall?
Yeah, I fell into somebody taking a shot, and they were so mad at me, and all I could say was like... I honestly was so embarrassed about it that I acted like my fall was like more dire than it really needed to. So I let myself just fall to the ground. I was like, oh.
Fake an injury?
I faked an injury because I didn't want them to physically fight me, and I acted like I was in pain, and they all felt sorry for me. Like the girls, you know, feel sorry for her. But anyways, I just think it's important to kind of note that you should not go out and drink all the time. And also cocaine stories. Literally with yours.
Yeah.
I have went out and I think I'm like people assume because I get like super hyped up. I'm like, we're all gonna have a good time. We all gonna have a good time.
We all have a good time.
Yes. And we're gonna be toasty and we're gonna have a good time. I didn't understand this person like they kept moving their eyebrows and thought they heard
Oh shit.
Dude, they kept hitting me with the eyebrows and I was like, this is an encrypted message. What is this guy hitting me with his eyebrows? And then his girlfriend hit me with the eyebrows, and I was like, okay, like I can play the eyebrow game.
Eyebrow
like,
Morse code?
Yeah, Morse code, like encrypted. And so that she's like, I gotta go to the bathroom. I was like, me too. So let's go. Anyway, she pulled out. Y'all guys, this is the worst story I think I've ever told. She thought my eyebrow game was telling her that I wanted to do cocaine.
Some coke.
She thought I was all about it. She thought I was all about it. So I went in the bathroom. Her boyfriend didn't give a damn. Came in too.
Okay.
And they brought it out. I didn't want to do it, right? So in my drunken inebriation, I'm like, well, I'm going to fake it. Okay. So, okay.
How are you going to fake it?
Exactly. How am I going to fake it? So I thought they were drunk enough that I could fool them, you know? And so I took my pinky and I kind of dipped it in. And then I used my, like, other finger instead and I put it in my mouth. I was like, yeah. And they're like, you didn't take any.
Whoa.
They called me out on my BS.
Aggressive.
And then I ended up taking cocaine. Ended up taking cocaine. But I don't know, man. You gotta go home. You gotta, like, think about this stuff. And I think there's just, like, some pressure to actually do this. I don't want to do this stuff. You know what I mean? I don't want to go home and not live with integrity.
Heard.
Bird is the word.
Bird is the word.
Especially not some sketchy ass bathroom where I have to think about sanitary reasons. You're gross if you put it in that bathroom.
Everybody does.
You know where they put it? They put it in the big stall where the baby. I don't know why they have it in there. They had a baby little thing. They pulled the baby
like the
thing
changer?
down. The baby changer. They put it on the baby.
That's so depressing.
The many levels of being drunk. I'm like, this is a horrible idea.
Oh God. Why do people with cocaine want to give the cocaine away?
I don't know. That's a great question.
I think it's when drinking and doing anything, people want you to do it with them. And so they just kind of like push it on you.
You think like maybe they're not so super happy with the fact that they're doing cocaine?
Well, no,
like,
they don't want to do it by themselves, you know?
Like if somebody else is doing it, it normalizes it a little bit.
Of course. And they don't want to be by themselves. And they were not going to take it that I wasn't going to do it with them. And they're like, oh, I thought you were a good time. I'm like, I am a good time, y'all. I just not with that. Like, I didn't know that
I'm naturally
like,
a good time.
Yeah, I should have known. They gave me like the hang loose signal with the hand. Like, I should have known. I was like,
is that a coke thing?
I don't freaking know. But this time, it triggers me. I'm like, no.
It's like a trauma signal for you.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a coke thing. Because I do that, and that's not a coke thing.
But the many levels of just like not wanting to drink, and it's weird to like live life and not want to drink. Everybody thinks it's weird. Maybe I don't want to drink.
Yeah, and there's this weird stigma too of like it's acceptable to be sober if something bad if you have caused something bad or something bad has happened to you because of drinking. Like then it's like, oh, okay, I get it. But if it's just like you're not feeling it anymore, it's like, well, what the fuck?
But why do I have to be a pity party for you to be okay with me like not drinking? How about I say no? And you're just like, I don't want the tea. I don't want the tea. You don't have to drink the tea. I'm okay with you not drinking the tea. Why does everybody want everybody to drink the tea? Why are we not okay with that? That's what I want to know. Sip the tea.
Sip the tea.
It's peer pressure.
Yeah, it is. And there's this like, I don't know, like sometimes I feel like people are not, they're also going through the motions when they're drinking. They're also looking at it for an answer or like solution. Certain people, not everybody. And so when you're not doing it, that makes them question like, oh, like, what am I doing if they're not doing it? It's kind of like a scary, it almost feels like a personal, like...
attack?
Yeah, a little bit.
Like they feel triggered?
Mm-hmm.
Trigger warning?
I think so.
Well, I don't know. I know yours was like, I want to have acceptance, but I don't think that half of the time that I was drinking, I was actually even like coming to fruition with ideas of like why I was drinking.
Right.
To be honest, it was just like a natural instinctual reaction, but like the repercussions of just like, I mean, it's embarrassing. You don't want to be tampon filling. And I mean that in like, let's like make it humorous, but like all the stupid stuff, like one-nighters.
Yeah.
You have to see that person in the morning, or even getting angry or crying.
Oh, God.
Are
so
you
much
kidding
crying.
me?
So much crying.
So much freaking crying. Like, I don't even want to remember that. You tell people, you unload like your emotion. You just throw up
everything,
emotional garbage onto them. Mm-hmm. I don't think that I could handle it. And every time, like you told me earlier that you were like, hey, have you gotten blackout drunk? And like nobody related. It's like every time that I've gotten drunk, it's like an issue. It's not
a blackout.
Like, it's a blackout. Mm-hmm. And I don't like it. It actually feels like a self-control kind of thing. Like I can't monitor it and be okay with it. I just do stupid stuff. And like, yeah, it may be humorous, but it's not like humorous whenever you're tagged on Facebook or tagged on Instagram. Like nobody wants to. You're a jerk. You're a jerk if you. You're a jerk. You know those people that like just film their friends drunk?
Yeah, for sure.
I hate those
There's
people.
Like a code. There's like a code that you don't do that shit.
That's one of the things. I will fight all of you.
Some people didn't get that code.
They didn't get the memo they put like on their story. I'm like, you're a jerk.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Take care of your friend. Mm-hmm. What the heck? She's in a crop top and heels, man. She's got a rough already.
Help her out.
Help her out.
I
don't know. But yeah, I don't know. That's why I don't drink anymore, because I can't control myself.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't know. I guess that's fair. I just like, I wish I could say that I was like emotionally mature enough to like in my life to be like, I can control myself. But no, one tequila shot, I'm like, let's go. I'm going to run the posse. Y'all don't even have to know me. You're going to come take a shot with me. It's really bad. I don't know.
No, that's exactly, I mean, my situation also. Like, I just would get to, honestly, like 2 drinks in and I'm like, let's fucking rage.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
unnecessarily.
There's no off. Like, once I'm drinking, it's like I'm in party mode, and it's like there's no immediate off switch. It's like, let's just, I don't know what it is. It's like a muscle memory thing, and like all of these things like that I've consciously or subconsciously told myself growing up from like seeing all these movies about like high school parties and seeing my sisters drink and that being like, oh, okay, this is what I'm supposed to do. And like thinking of it as like, oh, it's a goal to get like super wasted. That's going to be like the coolest. I'm going to have the coolest stories. I'm going to be the most comfortable. I'm not going to worry about anything. So it's like that, all of that like kicks in after a couple of drinks. And it's just like, you don't think about it anymore. And it's just like shots, 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 shots.
Well, even like
everybody.
Yeah. Everybody in that.
Let's all do shots.
No, but even like with guys buying drinks, like it's just like, oh, I'll just accept it.
Yeah,
that's the worst.
The worst.
I don't even know this guy.
Remember 4th of July?
Literally,
our 4th of July.
No, it was the worst. Like we made so many jokes about it, but we didn't want to admit. We're like, yeah, like I'm pretty sure that guy roofied our drink.
Oh shit!
I don't even remember the ride home. We made jokes about it, but it's still like it's like seared in my memory.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know how I got home.
Mm-hmm. I don't either. I mean, I do retroactively.
Yeah.
I don't remember the ride home, but I was like living the hangover the next day. Like I was getting clued into everything that had happened.
Yeah, I don't even know how we met them, but I like was like wingman. With weirdo.
Yeah. They were both really weird.
He he made really strong eye contact.
Ew,
have you ever took a shot with somebody who wants to make strong eye contact? You weren't ready for?
Probably.
I didn't solicit this eye contact while we take this shot. He stared at me the whole dang time.
Ew, that's really creepy.
It was really creepy. I was like, okay, can I have another now?
Remember we went to like watch the fireworks with his friend at the little like, and we could see the river, and
but your guy was like nice. Mine was like,
yeah, he was kind of weird. But I was not attracted to that guy at all, which is confusing because I made out with him for about 2 hours.
Well, I remember because I looked at the guy and I'm like, so you got any animals? Because I didn't want to, like, I was desperate measures. Just like, I don't know, he said something.
This is the other guy?
Yeah, because we're sitting at, like, that river or something. You were making out with that guy hardcore. And the guy, I see him in my peripheral vision, but I was like, I'm not going to acknowledge this. He wanted to make out with me. And I was like, I'm not making out with you. And so I was like, so you got any animals? And he's like, I don't know what he said. Honestly, I wasn't listening. I was just trying to, like, defer the situation. I don't know. He could have said, like, I have 5 gerbils, a cat, and a dog, for all I care. But I was like, this ain't happening, homeboy.
Well, I was literally, that guy was like, remember, he was like, if I skip this rock twice, you have to kiss me. And he did it. And I was like, I didn't see it.
You did say that.
I was like, I didn't see it, doesn't count.
You know what?
I didn't want to make out with him. I did not want to. I was not attracted to him whatsoever, but I was drunk. And then he did it again. He did it 2 times in a row. And I was like, I have no excuse now.
I mean,
which is not true.
Skipping a rock twice is not impressive.
It's not impressive, dude. Get out of here.
It's not, but I have problems.
You know what you did once? One time we were
mental problems.
Blind Pig, and you liked the bartender.
Oh yeah.
And you didn't know Joel. His name was Joel.
He's still there.
Oh gosh, help him.
Call Joel out.
Well, and hey Joel. He was at the bar, and you didn't know that he could hear us. And you said the funniest thing. You're like,
I don't remember
because
this.
he was like, yeah, I'm going to school. I'm like going to be a mathematician. Like, la 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 la. And I was like, okay, boring. But you said something along the lines. You turned to me, and you didn't know that you were like, I don't know if you heard it, but like it was loud enough to where you could hear you go. Pretty sure you didn't know what 2 plus 2 is.
I said that.
Yeah, because you couldn't have like deep You were telling me you couldn't have deep conversations with him. And it was like talking to a wall, kind of, but you're like totally
Joel,
okay with
how
it.
you doing, man?
You were like, Joel, you're cool. You know, you're so cool. You know, you're so good in my book. And I don't know. It was just funny.
Sorry, Joel.
Yeah, good times. Blind Pig's like the hell for everybody. That's where you end up, and you just think about life. It's like an existential crisis every time you go in there. You're just like, why? Why am I here?
What have I done?
To end up here. Mm-hmm. Why is everybody 19 with a fake ID?
I got a fake ID. Why am I stuffing an entire piece of Ropolo's pizza into my face?
Yeah, seriously.
Because it's delicious.
Because it's delicious, and I need it. Why am I sitting on this nasty sidewalk?
36th Street.
I know.
So many good memories that I don't remember.
I think we all don't want to remember those.
No.
Mutual.
No.
I can relate. I don't know. I guess it's just being okay with like getting drunk and doing stupid things, but also
shit happens.
I think people need the opportunity to be like, I want to be sober and not feel guilty for it.
Yeah, I think there needs to be more of a conversation about mindfulness when it comes to drinking instead of just like, this is the thing you do, fucking go for it, rage.
Yeah. Well, and also being like, people like don't post when they're like, well, they do post when they're sober. They're like, sober, hey cutie, like they're not like posting selfies of that kind of stuff. And I don't know,
of being sober.
Yeah, no, there's not like a talk about it. It's not okay to be sober these days.
Yeah,
it's not okay at all to be sober.
Yeah, I would say like I've seen a little bit more in the recent past.
You think so?
Of people like being, and maybe it's just because I've like entered into that myself.
Yeah,
and like opened myself up to it a little bit more, or like sought out
people
like-minded, people. But yeah, I mean, and I'm old now too, so it's like
you're not old. You're like
more accepted at 29 than it was at 23.
Yeah, everybody wants to get drunk when you're 23, but there are people out there that don't want to drink at 23.
Yeah, I know. I don't know what that life is.
Well, I mean, there's just an expectation that you should get like totally schmammered and like be shallow and make out with random dudes and just like do whatever you want. I hate all of those guys. I don't know.
They got their shit together. They don't need help.
Yeah, obviously they got like big boy jobs now. Probably it's been that long.
They're mathematicians.
Yeah, obviously not, because they still work at the bar. Hashtag Joel. I'm being the devil's advocate. I'm a hater. I need to stop.
Okay, thanks for listening to us, guys.
Yes. If you want to give a shout out or just reach us.
Yeah, or send in like a topic you want us to bullshit on.
Yeah. Our email is helpthepodcast@gmail.com. And our Instagram is...
It is at The Help Podcast.
At The Help Podcast.
And you can search Facebook, The Help Podcast. We're on there as well. And you can find all of our episodes on any major podcasting platform.
Yes.
iTunes, Stitcher.
Or if you get confused, just email us.
We'll help you. We'll send you the link, girl. It's fine.
Okay, cool.
Thanks, guys.
Y'all have a good one.